Hi guys. So this episode we'll be talking about communication skills and technical writing. So under it we have few layers, which is report writing, presentation skills, and documentation. We have public speaking and presentations. We have listening skills. We have barriers to communications. So, but in this video, I'll be focusing on these three. But subsequently, I'm going to make a video that's going to give a breakdown for each and every one of them. So, report writing. Report writing is focused, objective, and structured towards technical reports to convey data analysis and recommendations. So we have how the structure is going to be. That's when you want to write reports under cybersecurity, the structure at which is going to fall out, the objective as it is going to be constructed, and how it's and the technical report also, and the kind of data is going to convey, the analysis and the recommendations, just like writing a normal project. So this is for report writing under cybersecurity. So the structure is composed of the title page, which includes the title, the author, the date. Then the next slide or the next page is going to be the abstract. A brief summary about the whole report and what it consists from chapter 1 to chapter 5. Then introduction that states the purpose of the project and the background. Then we have the methodology, that's how we gathered information, that's how the data was gathered for the reports. Then the results and the findings, that's what we call the data analysis. That's the whole package, the full package. Yeah, that's the vital information itself. Yeah, then we have the discussion, which is the interpretation and the implications of the project. So we are interpreting it and the implications of the project or the report that I are writing. Then we have the conclusion, which talks about the summary of the whole project from chapter 1 to 5. Then future suggestions, sometimes they come with links to maybe a particular write-up, a particular book, or anything. You understand? Then the references, cited sources. Yeah, that's where you refer to where you got your ideas, where you got your news, your information, your topics, your headlines, and everything. So, how to write the executive summary of cybersecurity reports. So, these are just few tips. You're going to be clear and concise, means you are going to be straight to the point. You are going to be readable and understandable. Your report has to be plain, has to be clear. Understand? No unnecessary details. It has to be straight to the point. Then you use diagrams and tables for explanation. It's very, very important for your explanation and also to support your point, to bring it out. Then you tailor your content to your audience knowledge level. So you're going to check, am I talking to an intermediate audience? Am I talking to audience that consist of professionals or beginners or those at the top level? So those are the things you're going to consider in that report. Then we have presentation skills. So presentation skills is matched. It's the this technique that is being used or structured behind presentation in general. It's just like few tips behind how the presentation is going to come out. So mastering this, it makes your ideas stick. Or like when you come out, your presentation is going to be sound. It looks like someone who knows what he or she is saying. It looks like someone that studied that very course. So that's why most times they ask you to go and defend your project, or so you come out and you speak about it boldly. Then you have to structure your talk. Yes, you're not going to be beating around the bush, you'll not be repeating words, it has to be straight and to the point. Your opening has to be firm. You are going to look bold, you are trying to draw attention. Understand? Then your body, the content has to be organized. So the closing, the way you are closing it, your summary, the end of the, and it has to be just like the way you started it, your opening, your closing two matters. So it's very very important. Then delivery tips, you maintain eye contact. You avoid too much side eye looks. You use visual aids. You practice time flow. Use slide designs, like that's why I mentioned templates and all. Use graphics charts. These are just tips to help. Then documentation. Yeah, it refers to writing clear and structured guides for users or developers, and there are different types of documentations. So we have the usual manuals, that's for non-technical audiences. We have the API docs for software developers. We have technical specs, for detail-oriented system descriptions. And best practices, use consistent formatting and terminology. You add examples and diagrams, as I mentioned, like charts and you are making what you're explaining look broad, like pictures and charts. It helps people have a clear understanding of what you're saying. Then you have to keep it updated. Yes, that's to be updated.